Okay, in the name of Allah, the most merciful and most gracious, today we are going to start session 3, which speaks about non-multiple choice grammar test. So last lecture we discussed about multiple choice, but today we speak about non-multiple choice grammar test. So this is the revision, multiple choice grammar. We said this is the STEM, the boy dash football. At the moment, we call this STEM. A, playing, B, are play, C, play, D, are playing. We call those options. Those are options. And then D, this is the answer. And then O and A, B, C, we call them distractors because this is uncorrected answers. This revision also, the STEM should be simple. We said what makes a good multiple choice grammar test. The STEM should be simple, B. The STEM should use simple language, F. The STEM should not contain the same part of a speech, or should contain only one option should be correct. All options should be the same part of the speech here. All the options should use simple language. The distractors should be effective. So let us see the answers. As here, the STEM should be short. The STEM should use simple language. The STEM should not contain clues or hints. Only one option should be correct. All the options should be the same part of the speech. All the options should be or should use a similar level of language. Distractors should be effective. So this is what makes a good multiple choice grammar test. I think this is the revision. So here we have advantages and disadvantages of multiple of objective test. So multiple choice grammar tests are reliable. They discriminate clearly between pupils. The teacher can easily assess a variety of different grammatical points in one test. The teacher can mark them quickly and objectively. They do not show whether pupils, this is a disadvantages, is negative. They do not show whether pupils are able to communicate in their second language. Weak pupils may guess answers by chance. So those are advantages and disadvantages of multiple grammar test. And this is the answers, as I said. This is the answer: discrimination, reliable, variety, quickly, objectives, communicate, and then guess. Why ask non-multiple choice grammar test? We want to see that why do we ask non-multiple grammar test? So the boys dash football at the moment, we have just in brackets play. This is non-multiple choice grammar test. So the one that we discussed last lecture is about multiple choice because we have options and distractors and answer. But in non-multiple choice, we have only just a word in brackets. The students are going to rewrite it according to the correct tense. Questions like this show us not just whether pupils can recognize the correct grammatical structure, but whether they can produce it or not. So it shows us that whether our students are able to produce these language structures or not. So the boys are playing football at this moment. I think this is the present continuous because we have an adverb of the present continuous at this moment or at the moment. So we have types of non-multiple choice question. It has types. There are two main categories of non-multiple choice questions used to test grammar. The first one is completion, and the second one is transformation. Completion here, pupils have to finish an incomplete sentence. In transformation, the students have to rewrite a complete sentence. So we have two types of non-multiple choice questions. We have type 1. This is completion questions. Type 1, write the correct word. So the students or the pupils are asked to complete the sentences from their minds. This is called completion. So this car belongs dash dash my parents. He goes to school dash dash bus. The film starts dash dash 10 o'clock. I was born dash dash July. So this is the answer. This car belongs to my parents. He goes to school by bus. The film starts at 10 o'clock. I was born in July. So here, this is one type of completion. The pupils are asked just to complete the sentences by writing the appropriate preposition. Type 2, we have write the correct form of the verb in brackets, and also this is a completion. So I dash dash 3 sandwiches yesterday. We have eat in brackets, so the student say I ate because this is the past yesterday. I love dash dash songs. We have the word sing because this is gerund. We have love. They say I love singing because we have the word love. So I have just dash dash to my mother. So I have just spoken because it's the present perfect. We have just, this is adverb. And then here we have. You dash dash busy when I called. This is the past. I was, because when I called, this is the past. So we have to use the past of the verb to be. You were, sorry. You were busy when I called because you, we use were. And this is the answers. Type 3, we have complete the sentences with dash, or we can say add a or the to the following sentences if necessary. If a or the is not necessary, add x. So you have options here. They say complete sentence with a or the. So if it's not necessary, just add or put x. We say England is, so we don't say the England, we don't say a England, just England. So in the answers, that's why we put x. There is no a, there is no the. So it's just, we say England is in dash dash United States. We say in the United States or United Kingdom, sorry. I saw him dash dash day. I saw him the day. I saw him the day before. Before dash dash yesterday. Before yesterday, there is no a, there is no the. I always here. I always drink a cup of tea in the morning. So here we say a cup of tea. Here we say the. And this is type 3 of completion also of non-multiple choice grammar test or multiple choice questions. Type 4, we ask students to complete the sentences just from their mind. So here we might have different answers, and this is it could be subjective, the answers. It's difficult to be corrected because anyone can write his own answers. They say she has never been to America. Someone can say she has never been to Canada. Someone says she has never eaten fish. Someone can say she has never traveled to Kenya. He asked me if dash dash, if you don't finish your dinner, if you don't finish your dinner, dash dash, if you hadn't gone to bed so late, dash dash. Okay, this is number 4 about complete the sentences. Here we ask the pupils to complete the sentence. This type of completion task is also frequently used to test pupils' ability to form a question like dash dash because he felt sick. He has to form the question. We give them the answers, and then he has to ask the question. Dash dash is a question. Next summer, dash dash, there are 2. So here they say because they have to ask with why. Next summer, they have to ask with when. There are two, like how many, and this is the answers. A disadvantages of completion questions is that in some cases multiple answers are possible. So here multiple answers are possible. When I say dash dash next summer, someone can say when will you go? Someone can say when will you visit? Someone can say when will you, and so on. So here multiple answers are possible. So like example, I often go to the cinema, but I dash dash to the theater for a long time. Like I haven't been, I often go cinema, but I haven't been to, also I haven't gone to, or I hadn't been, or I hadn't gone, or I haven't been going, or I hadn't been going. So here the multiple answers are possible. So this makes marking slower and more subjective. So the marking of this test is going to be slower because each students is going to give you different answers and so on. And then now we go to the second type, which is transformation questions. Now we have finished about completion. We have different types of completion, type 1, type 2, type 3, 4. But now we are going to see the transformation questions. So this book is too big to fit on the shelf. We call this Q sentence. And then this book is so big that we call this prompt. You know, we have Q sentence and then we have prompt. So this book is too big to fit on the shelf. You say this book is too big that it doesn't fit on the shelf. You know, so from this Q sentence, we completed the prompt from what it should carry the same meaning of what of the Q sentence. So here transformation questions are suitable for testing a wide range of grammatical structures. For example, it is essential to keep fit, dash, dash, dash is essential. And this is verb plus ing, should be gerund, like say, we can say, keeping fit is essential. Here it is essential to keep fit. It becomes keeping fit is essential. I have lived in Khartoum since 2006. He said that he had lived in Khartoum. This is reported speech. So the present perfect should be changed into the past perfect. Like I have lived, he said that he had lived in Khartoum since 2006. And the third one is a passive. A mosquito bit my brother. We can say my brother was beaten by a mosquito, or my brother was beaten by a mosquito. And this is the answers of number 1 and 2 and 3. There are several things to remember when writing transformation questions. You have several things, like the Q sentence should be clear and simple. If the Q sentence is not clear and not simple, it is difficult for the pupils to write the prompt correctly, you know. So the box is heavy. She isn't able to fit it. The box is too heavy. We can say for her to lift, or for her to be able to lift. So here the pupil might confuse, or you might have different answers. You should make it clear. You can say the box is heavy, she can't lift it. The book is heavy, she can't lift it, you know. So the box is too heavy for her to lift it, I mean, because she isn't able to lift it, you know. Or for her to be able, because we have able, so yes, you can't lift it, say for her to lift it. Okay. So number 2, it must be possible to rewrite the Q sentence using the prompt given. So it should be possible to rewrite it. I have never seen a play. So the last time I saw a play. So it is like this. It is difficult to be to rewrite it, to write the Q sentence, you know. So it must be possible to rewrite the Q sentence using the prompt. Because if you look at the Q sentence, I have never seen a play, and the prompt here said the last time I saw a play. So there is no relationship. So this sentence cannot be rewritten accurately. So I haven't seen a play for 3 years. So if you say for 3 years, you say the last time I saw a play was 3 years ago. So like this, it could be possible. If you have to add 3 years, for 3 years, say the last time I saw a play was 3 years ago. So like this way, so it must be possible to rewrite the Q sentence using the prompt given. Number 3, the Q sentence and the transform sentence should generally have the same meaning. So when you transform the prompt, they should carry the same meaning with the Q sentence. So my brother is very young. My brother is too young. So this is different. So it carry the same meaning. So very young is different than too young. So this sentence have different meanings, you know. So my brother doesn't go to school. He is too young. Or my brother is too young to go to school. You know, my brother doesn't go to school. He is too young. Or my brother is too young to go to school, because it has two meanings. So the problem that the Q sentence and the prompt should carry or should have the same meaning. So otherwise, it would be difficult for the pupils to transform this Q sentence into the prompt. Number 4, some transformation must be necessary. So the student should transform. They should not just copy from the Q sentence like this. Tom's father punished him for being careless. Tom was punished for being careless. So here the student going just to copy for being careless. So there is no any transformation made here in this sentence. So some transformation must be necessary. The student should have to transform. You know, they should not copy just from the Q sentence and then put. They have to do something in their sentence or in the prompt sentence. So in this case, the pupil can simply copy the phrase being careless without changing anything. So in this case, we can say Tom's father punished him for being careless. So we say Tom, you know, Tom's father punished him for being careless. Say Tom, you know, has been punished, or Tom was punished for being careless. So in this case, the pupils could transform or could make some change in the prompt sentence. And this is a task. Look at the following transformation questions. Decide with the partner why they are unsatisfactory, like what we mentioned here above. Like this sentence, it is not easy to speak English fluently, it is difficult. So here, this I can do number 1. So here, the students are going to copy just. So there should be some transformation. You say it is difficult to speak English fluently. It is not easy, mean it is difficult. So this has a problem. The students should transform, should make some change in this prompt. So otherwise, they just go to copy, say to speak English fluently. So this is not good. Clear? So we can say, yes, it is not easy to speak English fluently. It is just, we don't put the word difficult. We say it is, they have to say it is difficult. They have to bring the word difficult by themselves in order, because there is some change that happen. But if you give them the word difficult, they're going just to copy, to say it is difficult to speak English fluently. So look at number B. We would better stop. Our donkey is too tired. We have to stop until, and so on. You have to make, so what is the problem with this question? C, if you refuse to go with me, I will never come. I will not come unless, you know, and so on. What's the problem? Why this is not unsatisfactory, or why it's unsatisfactory? You have to prove that and show me why it's unsatisfactory. And also number D, nobody has ever claimed that tree, that tree is difficult. Nobody has ever claimed that tree or climbed that tree. So dash dash that tree is difficult. E, I am against environmental pollution. I don't agree to. So if you look at this, the prompt, and on the queue, you find that there is something unsatisfactory. 5, give us some new shoes for Christmas. They demand it, and so on. Task 2, write transformation questions to help test pupils and understanding of the following grammatical points. The use of unless. You can give them sentence and then they have to use unless to make transformation for this. And the use of despite also. And then the use of to plus adjective plus to plus verb. And then the use of punish somebody for doing something. So punish somebody for doing something. So then write question to help test 1, 2 grammatical points of your own choice. They say that then write questions to help test 1 and 2, mean the use of and the use of despite grammatical points of your own choice. I think this is the end, and this is the end of our presentation today. Thank you very much. So now I'm going to stop the recording. So if you have any questions, yes, you are welcome. Welcome for asking questions.